everybody? It's your man J Rock, and I am here with my co-host Siege, and this is this week's edition of the J Rock Show. Siege, how are we doing today, my man?
Oh man, we're living large. Just another Friday, ready for the weekend, ready for whatever you got to throw at me today, J Rock. What do we got on the docket?
So on the docket today, after the success of last week's episode, we have another draftacular special, and we're going to be drafting another all-time NBA team. But the catch is we're drafting them according to what college they went to, but you can only draft one player from each college conference.
Okay. All right. I like it, J Rock. I like it.
So just to really mix it up and kind of make things interesting here. So Siege, in honor of me getting it, I believe I got the first pick last week, so I will give you the number one pick this week to start us off.
All right. Okay. Let me think real quick. Who do I want? I got first pick. Can take any conference, any player. I'm actually gonna take a guy out of A10 because I don't know how deep that conference is with guys. So I'm gonna get my versatility here real quick. Not versatility, but I'm gonna scratch that one off the list. I'm gonna take Steph Curry from Davidson in the A10.
All right. Respect, respect. Not gonna lie, I definitely was looking at him potentially in my top two picks off the.
We'll scratch that one off, J Rock.
Yeah, that's okay. You got me back for the couple times I stole your pick last week.
Yep.
For my first pick, I think I'm going to go ACC. I'm going to take my ACC player, and I'm going to go with the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan.
All right, that's a good pick. That's a great snag. I'm not too worried. ACC is pretty deep with some guys, so I'll be all right there. For my second pick, I'm gonna get out ahead of it in the SEC, and I'm gonna take Shaq.
Oh, dang. Young Shaq, Orlando Shaq, who could not be stopped. And that's okay, though, because I think I'm going to counter that with my first front court pick, and I'm going to the Pac 10 or the Pac 12, whatever it is now. They're all leaving, so I guess it doesn't even matter. Um, I'm going to go to UCLA, and I'm going to take the man that was known as Lou Alcindor, but better became to be known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Good pick. That's a good pick. That'll do. For my next one, let's see. Going through conferences, I'm gonna go back to the ACC. I took a second on it because you already got your ACC pick. You know what? Actually, now that I think about it out loud, I'm gonna wait on that because I know I can get him whenever I want. Um, let's see. Get out ahead of it. Thinking of another power conference. I'm gonna go to the Big 12. Believe it's Big 12. I'm gonna take Kevin Durant from Texas.
Okay, okay. Not sure who I want to go from Big 12 yet, so I think I'm going to hold off on that one. Still got the SEC. Gonzaga, I believe, is in the.
Are they in a conference now? Yeah, I believe that's correct. Yeah.
Gonzaga's in the WAC, right? And didn't John Stockton go to. I believe John Stockton went to Gonzaga, if I remember correctly.
He did.
Okay, then I'm going to go with John Stockton as my leading man in the front court. I don't want to get Rick Blaze all fired up again, but
You might with that pick. You might get him all fired up, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
yeah, but no.
On that note, to go with, I got two shooters, Steph, KD, and Shaq. I'm gonna go with a guy who's real good at penetration. I'm gonna go with a guy from a conference that has got some guys, but isn't quite as deep as some others. I'm gonna go with the Big East, and I'm gonna take Dwayne Wade from Marquette.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Kind of stuck on my Big East with the same. I'm stuck on my Big East pick with the same school right now. So I think for a tad second, I'm gonna hold off on that one. And Houston, I'm looking at Houston right now because Houston has had some dogs,
That they have. Houston's got a great program history.
and I'm gonna go with Hakeem Olajuwon as my.
All right, Hakeem and Kareem next to each other. That's interesting, but it's certainly hard to deal with.
And I believe
All right,
takes my AAC pick. I believe.
I believe so. Correct. Then All right, I'll go ahead and round out my starters before I go to the bench, even though I don't need to because I don't need an ACC pick. But I'm going to move Durant. Durant's going to play the 4 for me, or this guy could play the 4 too. But I'm going to go back to the ACC where you already got your pick, and I'm going to take Carmelo Anthony. It's a slot right there at the 3.
Okay. Well, and now I just realized that Houston is in the Big 12, so there goes my Big 12 pick. So that completely throws me off. I'm going to look back Big East, and I think now that I've got kind of my front court, I'm going to round out my starting 5 with the former Georgetown Hoya and NBA Hall of Famer. I'm going to go with the answer Allen Iverson.
All right, good pick. Good pick. Start my bench off. I'm going to go with a guy from the Big Sky Conference, maybe the only notable guy ever out of the Big Sky Conference. I'm going to take Damian Lillard.
Yeah, Weber State legend.
Ledge. I don't even know what other teams are in the Big Sky, so seems like an easy pick for me.
Right. Shaq was gonna be my one SEC pick. I mean,
Yep. That was an easy one. Had to get him.
I mean, no question there. That is no question there. That is for sure. I'm gonna go with to the Missouri Valley Conference and probably
Ah,
one of the most notable, if not probably the best player to ever come out of this conference. Give me Larry Bird.
all right, great pick. That was my next one. That was my next one. All right. Let's see. So I got Dame coming off the bench. Trying to think of guys from smaller conferences still. You know what? Out of what conference is that? San Diego State. I believe they are in Mountain West. That's right. I'm gonna take Kawhi Leonard.
Okay. I think I'm gonna look Mountain West. Who do we got in Mountain West? We got San Diego State. We got Fresno State. UNLV. Ooh, hello. Looking UNLV for Fresno State here.
Ooh, Fresno State. I know who you're thinking about there.
But then I look at UNLV, and I mean,
I mean, you get your pick from that conference. I already took my guy from there, so you
right.
can't be too pressed to grab one out of there. But
I'll go with Paul George out of Fresno State. Give me a shooter, give
all right,
me defensive help off the bench. So that'll be my
I like it.
pick.
I like it. So for my next pick, I need to get some bigs on my bench. So I'm gonna go with a pretty good big out of the Patriot League. I'm gonna go with David Robinson from Navy.
Ooh, one of the few, I believe, the most notable come out of one of these service academies, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. To me, there's a very clear second pick in the SEC, but I guess it depends on what you need.
I feel like I'm kind of good at the wing and like the 3-4 spot. Could use another big, but I feel like more than that, I need another backcourt guy. Give me Pistol Pete out of LSU.
All right, interesting pick going way back. I like it. I like Pistol Pete. Um, I haven't touched the Big Ten yet. Might as well go ahead and do that. It's my backup front court partner with David Robinson. I'm gonna take Draymond Green.
A lot of versatility defensively and offensively there. I like that. A10, I mean, obviously Curry's the first one you look at. That's a tough one.
Oh yeah, I had to snag that real quick.
You were smart on that one. Definitely. I have not gone Big Ten. Give me Magic. I need some backcourt.
I think that's the right pick. There was maybe one other guy I might have let be on my roster from the A10. Two, I guess. Three. Um, but I think Magic is a pick above all of them. I was thinking of Jameer Nelson out of St. John's. I love Jameer. Um, he was a hooper in college and in the NBA too. And then Lamar Odom out of Rhode Island was always a beast. But for my last pick, I'm gonna get some brains on my team. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with a guy from Harvard. Give me Jeremy Lin.
For my last pick,
I gave you 3 picks from the A10, but I get if you don't want to use them. There's actually one other Hall of Famer from the A10 that that I'm not gonna tell you though. You're gonna have to figure that one out if you want.
I know. Man, I'm struggling to. The only other A10 guy I can think of right now is Larry Hughes out of SLU. That's the only other A10 guy. Now I don't want to go there quite yet, but oh, UMass. Ooh,
Mm.
I could that could be, a security blanket pick there. St. Joseph's, we got Duquesne, St. Bonnie. You know what? Give me Marcus Camby out of UMass.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Are you locking that pick in? Are we locking that one in, J Rock? Rounding out the roster?
I can't think of anybody else in the A10 right now. My mind's blanking on me for some reason.
All right, now that we've officially locked that pick in, I'll tell you the Hall of Famer out of A10. Julius Irving also went to UMass.
Ah, snap.
Yeah. Yeah,
Dang it.
that's an old one. Yep. Marcus Camby was great though. Marcus Camby's a great pick.
He was
I don't mind that pick at all.
he was a stud under Cal at UMass.
That he was. That he was. All right. Well, we got our 10. I'm excited to see who's got the edge on this one.
All right.
People tell us down below what they think. But I'm again, J Rock. I'm gonna take my team 9 times out of 10 on this one.
All right. So who would you put as who's your 5 on this one plus your 6th man?
A starting 5 is gonna be Steph Curry from the A10, Dwayne Wade from the Big East, Melo from the ACC, Kevin Durant from the Big 12, and Shaq from the SEC. 6 man, that's a tough pick because I got some good guys off my bench. I don't know what my weakest position, but because of what he is, for my 6 man, I'm actually gonna, of all the guys I got on my bench, a lot of great guys. The guy I think is gonna be most versatile two-way is gonna be Kawhi.
I respect that. I respect that. Backcourt, I'm gonna go with Magic to start at my 1. I'll go with AI at the 2, MJ at the 3, Kareem at the 4, and I'll go. Or no, wait, scratch that. I'll go Larry at the 4, and I'll go Kareem at the 5, and then at as my 6th man off the bench, I got to go with offense in that spot. So I think I'm actually gonna roll with. I'm gonna roll with Pistol Pete as the 6th man off the bench.
All right, I like it. I like it.
So yeah, everyone, tell us down in the comments in the chat thread below who you think uh, got the upper hand in this one. And Siege, once again, my brother, thank you for being a part of the show today. Always a good time with you.
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure as always.
Thank you all for tuning in to this week's edition of the J Rock Show. We'll see y'all next week, and as always, see the game, be the game.